Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rockets will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hill. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's McAllister. Back open in the middle. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against 3rd down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's McAllister. Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement, maybe this creates some momentum, maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's chat about Toledo. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So If you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He breaks the tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Owens. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty.
They gonna hold him?
And the Rockets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here we go. On the move, it's Reyes. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Thought he was going to take it.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
Took a weird step right there.
And I love it.
game.
This
He just
offense
got
making
there and
no
just stopped
bones
moving.
about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to pass, it's McAllister. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Let's see if I can do something. Thing.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Bobcats are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice...
Slippery slide.
Bobcats.
The end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Owens. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Unloads quickly. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Rockets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the catch. It's Owens.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
I was wondering why my
and the
alignment was
Rockets
so
will try
weird.
to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quickly complete.
I saw the tight end. That's why I started switching over. I knew that was coming.
And strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch up to speed. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking to throw, it's McAllister. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle, it's Webb. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able
have
to
a pressure
put on
plan.
that
Have
play,
a
but
pressure
moving ahead in the
plan.
second
That's what
half, it's
Kirk
important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Oh my
Going
God,
back to the well, another deep ball.
I was trying to go to the dig.
Got some room to run.
God, to be more careful. Oh my God, that annoyed me when it released. I forgot there were 3. Look
And I like the aggressiveness.
Dig
I
is running
understand you're
wide
down,
open.
You know, right before the half, you want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they
Zero
couldn't hook
animation.
up.
Well, the offense
I hit the
taking a
button
shot
about
after getting the
72
takeaway.
times.
They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The Rockets want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reyes. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield.
I tried to switch stick and couldn't even switch stick.
And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's McAllister. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
I was like, this brother is not making moves.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Lets it fly. try. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And it's picked off for the
what was that?
time today. And he's dragged down after the
I need
interception.
to
And
modify
that's
that.
how we'll close out the
I'm
first
off
half.
controller. I'll wipe my salt off.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's terrible.
And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wheeler. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Got him in. It's Reyes. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Duggar. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now the play fake. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
I thought he had me.
And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's McAllister. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Pulls it in. It's Green. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the...
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Come on, defense, let's get a stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Rockets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Wheeler. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all.
For my life.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
Nobody over there.
And play from their own 30-yard line. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's McAllister. Using the back as a receiver.
Oh, get a block.
Didn't have much room to run and not a
right
whole
in
lot
front
of
of
help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end.
Oh!
An incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender. And great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Find space on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking downfield, it's McAllister. Using the quick game. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Pressure? Or nah?
Off the play fake. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes. Getting to the football.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
An entire cycle, hundreds of games. I don't know how many total, but we're going to go with hundreds. Never have I ever seen that.
We're looking really good.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Rockets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down.
Oh, it's a corner. I read it as an out.
Got him downfield. He's loose down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness.
I hadn't seen that as an out. I mean, as a corner before.
Because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone.
29.
Touchdown, Rockets. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are lofts one high and deep.
And now he's catching with 0.
They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
Mano.
In football, you hear the term
had a block sitting
quick, but
right
don't
there.
hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs,
Buddy
the
didn't
QBs
touch a
want
soul.
to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's McAllister. Got his man down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Sure.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Webb. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. They just keep firing. Shoots it to the left.
God, that's terrible.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Using his legs, it's Wheeler. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's a heat. It's incomplete. Good job
got to
by
get
the
off the
defense
blocks.
sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this
Help
formula work at
me.
all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback,
Brothers.
his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's McAllister. A strike downfield. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the 1st down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yes, it was double coverage.
And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10.
Hold him.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Just getting
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And protecting their
window.
quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're throwing for it on 4th down.
I couldn't see his button. The pass was there early. The square was missing. I'm trying to sit there and wait for it to pop. It didn't pop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Freaking FHA. I mean, HFA.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Man, I'm sitting here talking and I'm on mute. Anyway, I was saying I was checking the schedule to see who I had left. Got Corey 7, Monk 12, and it's good distribution. I was laughing at the 6 interceptions, though. I don't think I had 6 all of last year. Simmed a lot, though, so stats may show more than 6, but that 1 interception was just insane. Absolutely insane. But home field advantage was too much to overcome, so QB was selling for sure. But anyway, catch y'all on the flip. Deuces. And all my stuff messed up. It won't let me end the stream now. One more time.